What's going on, my people? This is the Spyderco Military 2. But first, make sure you check out DNKKnives.com if you're out shopping for a knife, and if you do purchase from there, you can use this coupon code behind the edge 10 to get 10% off. Don Farmer is the owner of the company. He is a big-time supporter of this channel, but is also a supporter of the entire community. So go check it out. If you'd like to support this channel that is dying a slow death, you can do so by checking out Patreon. There's a link in the description, or you can join the channel membership, which if you are subscribed will be right down there. It'll say join. I can't say that you get a lot of benefits from that, but it does help keep the channel going. There you go. I have been carrying this guy here at least a week. I think it's closer to 2. So far, I have to say I'm enjoying it. This is a reiteration of an older model called the Military. Obviously, the Military was a liner lock with tip up or tip down carry only. This has been, I guess you could say it's made better by adding the compression lock instead and a 4-position pocket clip. Those are the obvious differences between the Military and the Military 2. But in my opinion, there's a little more to it, however subtle that would be. Real quick, we'll do a size comparison. This is a big knife. It has a 4-inch blade. Here it is against a little Temperance and a Police 4, which are the only Spydercos I have on hand. Spyderco Police 4 is one of the largest Spydercos. And here it is against the Chavez Kickstop and the American Blade Works Model 1. Just to give you an idea of the size of the knife. I wish I had a Paramilitary 2 to show you up against it, because those two knives, other than size, this and the Paramilitary 2 are extremely similar, in my opinion. They are, this knife here is almost redundant. Not sure they really needed to make this knife. I'm glad they did. It's pretty awesome. But I enjoyed the Military. The original Military was an excellent knife if you could get past the tip down carry, which for some reason on that model did not bother me that bad. Kind of like on the Microtech SOCOM, the American-made SOCOM Elite, it is also tip down carry only, and it bothers me none at all. Anyway, doesn't really matter because this does exist. I don't particularly care for the standard Spyderco clips, so on the unboxing you saw I immediately put this clip on it, which makes it much better. I don't have to have a deep carry like a lot of people, but I do prefer how well and easy this goes in and out of the pocket. The micarta has obviously changed colors quite a bit from messing with it, holding it, and using it. But I like the way it feels. It's doing okay. It's not, it doesn't have a weird texture like some micarta does. This one feels smooth and almost feels just like G10, so there's not a lot of difference. The only other micarta knife I have is the Kickstop, and it is significantly smoother. There's no abrasion whatsoever. On this one, it still maintains some grippiness. The compression lock is not my favorite. Never has been, but it's okay. And on this knife, it works fine. It is a very strong lock, as everyone knows, so not too bad. This particular Military 2 is in crew wear. This is the crew carta version. The standard Military 2 comes in S30V, either black handle, black blade, camo handle, black blade, or satin on both of those. And there's nothing wrong with the S30V version of this knife. S30V is an excellent steel. It is probably more stainless than the Crewwear. Holds an okay edge just like Crewwear does. And I just chose this one just because I'm a weirdo. I just really wanted something that was not the S30V. But Spyderco has the best, in my opinion, best S30V there is, period. If you are not a fan of a very large 4-inch knife, you can basically get this exact setup in a Paramilitary 2 or a Para 3. So you have many size options. I always thought the Paramilitary 2 was a little small, so this is perfect, right up my alley. I do like bigger knives, even though I don't own a lot of knives at all. You basically just saw my whole collection in that layout of knives, other than this little UTX 70. Yeah, so I can recommend this knife. I can recommend this as a good working knife that does what it's supposed to do. It cuts, and it is very sturdy, very strong, very reliable. Lots of options, and there will be more steel options. It's already available in Spy 27. There will be an S90V peel ply carbon fiber version coming very soon, and I'm sure, as Spyderco always does, they will have a ton of other options. It's almost getting repetitive, but that's how they do things, and that's why I love Spyderco so much. It gives you so many options. They're extremely consistent, and you know, they could put out some more stuff up my alley, like frame locks and stuff like that, but you know, they're doing what they do best, and that is pump out pretty decent consistency. Can't say I'll keep this knife forever. More than likely, I'm getting ready to put up the remainder of my collection for sale. I'll probably do a separate video on that, which this is the remainder of my collection right here. The others that you saw I've already sold. I'm just still in possession of them. These guys will all be for sale, and I'll just use a whatever knife I can find. So if you are interested, be on the lookout. I'll probably put the video out tomorrow for these for sale. I do give deep discounts. They are all used, especially this one. But if you're interested in something like that, make sure you watch for that video. So ultimately, is it any better than the original Military? I would have to say slightly yes, but not enough to really make a difference. It's not much better than Paramilitary 2. The only reason it is to me is because of the size. But if you don't care about having a big 4-inch blade, you'd be better off probably with the Paramilitary 2 or Para 3 if you're a chick. That's all I got on this one, guys. Make sure you're good to each other, love each other, and remember, life is super short. So there's no reason to be a dumb cunt. Later.